Hello guys, welcome back to Sim UK. This is of course Fernbus. Merry Christmas to you, and I'm going to wish you an early Happy New Year. It is New Year's Eve, of course, so I hope you have a fantastic New Year's evening. Enjoy yourselves, have fun with your friends and your family and your loved ones, etc, etc, etc. And I hope that 2018 is momentously better for you than 2017 has been, even if 2017 has been amazing. I hope 2018 is even more so. Let's jump off. Well, jump off and go and get the people on board. But no, these guys are still here. They won't leave. Don't know what the problem is, but we've still got some luggage in the back there. We've got no passengers to pick up this time round, so I'm assuming we've only got a couple of people on board. Yeah, not many. Not many. And during this final drive, which is quite a long one actually, we are destined or intended on taking a break of some sort, so I'll have to try and remember to factor that in. What might be cool, by the way, I don't know if it's possible, TML, is if some of the passengers fell asleep at night, because you do get people falling asleep on coaches. I try not to because I snore like you wouldn't believe, but yeah, some people do. Quite a lot of people do. I'm sticking with Yannick's Oxford version because I just really like this repaint, like the style of it and everything. So yeah, we're sticking with that. So okay, let's sit down a second. Let's bring up the old mobile phone. So Saarbruken, we are going to take a break at 10:30. Again, we're like super early, so we're just going to get this up to the correct departure time. Check the check-ins. None at all at Mainz, which is so interesting. I'm not sure if it's a bug or whether it's just, you know, coincidentally a feature or whatever. But anyway, so 10:30. So in about half an hour we need to take a break. So I'm curious whether or not I should take a break now. Let's just take a break now, shall we? Now this does break the game, or it did last time I did this. So yeah, prepare yourself for some seriously low FPS. Oh, hang on. I actually need to get off the coach before I can do it. Here we go then. Oh, balls. Got to turn the engine off, of course. There we go. Engine off. Take a break. Cool. Okay, well, we got 8 passengers on board. The FPS issue has been fixed because I'm not getting an FPS drop now. So that's good. There was an update the other day. They've got on this one pretty sharpish, haven't they? Nice work. Well done, chaps. Jolly good work. Okay, cracking. Well, we got 8 passengers to drop off at Saarbruken. My voice is giving way. Hopefully it'll last for the journey. Some of you are thinking, I hope it flipping doesn't. There we go. No, I've already booked you in. You? No. You. Sneaky, hiding at the back there. Right, okay, let's jump. Oh, no. Checked. Start the ride. Okay, so, where the hell am I now? What the hell? That was weird. I was like in that seat. Very odd. Okay. Let's go get sat down. Get the engine on. Get these doors closed. Get Chris chatting away.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei FlixBus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid.
Also got high beam on.
Unser heutiges Reiseziel
That's a daisy. Alright, so we're doing a... We're basically doing what that car just did there. Gonna do a turnaround. This is an interesting bit of road, I've got to say.
Eine Toilette befindet sich im hinteren Einstiegsbereich.
Set the speed down nice and low. Oh, are we actually going to make it?
In unser WLAN-Netz ein.
Very just about.
Schaut doch mal auf unserer Facebook-Page vorbei. Unser Team freut sich riesig über eure Likes und Nachrichten. Sollte euer Akku
And they're still there, look.
kein Problem.
You're just not going, are you? You're stuck there forever.
Und entsprechend gekennzeichnet.
So guys, this is it. This is the final ever Tour of Germany tour drive. This will unlock Saarbruken, which is the last city I have to unlock. So quite a momentous occasion. Fernbus has been a big part of Sim UK. I've got to say, when I first saw it on Squirrel's channel, when he previewed it I should say, everything looked pretty cool, but what really swung it for me was the undulating motorway driving aspect of it. And still to this day, that's the bit I like the most. I think it's incredibly realistic. I think it's arguably the most realistic motorway driving experience in any simulator. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but that's just how I feel, and I still do. And since then, I'll be honest, my initial review wasn't a good one, and it was kind of it was a little bit negative because there was so much missing. I mean, the potential of this game is huge, and I'm glad to see that a lot of it has been realised. I mean, it would be interesting to compare this directly with what Fernbus was at the beginning and what it is now. That would be most interesting to compare how much it's changed. A lot of the changes, I have to say, are under the hood, so they're not sort of tangible things. You can't see them, but they're there, and they're there for future development, and you know, also stuff that we've seen now. Like the, excuse me, like the Bundesliga DLC, which has been promoted but not announced as yet. That's going to be fantastically fun. That's going to bring a whole new element of realism to the game. A nice, much needed economic element to the game. And also it means that you get to go and drive around all the Bundesliga football stadiums, which is cool. I just had a thought, actually, a consideration. Because every single year, obviously, the Bundesliga loses a couple of teams and gains a couple of different teams. So I wonder if TML are going to build new cities and new football stadiums accordingly. That would be interesting. If they didn't, that DLC might become a bit... I don't know. I don't want to say redundant, because you could still play it. You'd just be, you know, conscious of the fact that... Oh, are you kidding me? Just be conscious of the fact that you're dropping teams off at the wrong stadiums and stuff. Or the wrong teams off at the wrong stadiums and stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that anyway. Not as much though as I am looking forward to the new map DLCs. Oh, wow! Whoa! Flipping hell! Put your brakes on. Now I can't see the lights. Good job I have this external camera. It's a nice opportunity to admire Yannick's handiwork as well. Ah, guys, I think I just lost the webcam. The wheel cam. I did, I lost the wheel cam. Okay, one quick battery swap later and we're back in business, hopefully. I'm going to have to reduce that. I think I've got the camera the wrong way around. Okay, handbrake off. Oh, the handbrake wasn't on. Naughty me. And away we go. I'm a bit concerned by this white truck here. Or van, I should say. Oh no, we're coming off here. Dude, do not do that. What are you... Okay. That was weird. I accidentally put the handbrake on. Cannot see a thing in the mirror, so we're just going to have to... gamble. The gamble paid off. So one of my viewers the other day said there ought to be a way to slow the game down, or the game speed down, so that it feels more realistic, so that you can tune in what driving around a tight corner at 30 mile an hour is meant to feel like. Yeah, I can understand that. That's a good point. A good example or a good cross-reference from my perspective would be Project Cars 2, which in my humble opinion feels a lot slower than it says it is. So when you're doing 120 in Project Cars 2, to me it feels more like 50, 60 maybe. Certainly not 120, and until you get used to that in Project Cars 2, it's a real problem, because you know, when you're driving... Oh, okay, I'm not going as fast as I thought I was. Flipping taxis. Look at this guy. I feel like there's another one about to do the same thing on the inside here. Yeah, so when you're racing, you don't look at your speedo, you look at what's going on outside the window, and you judge how fast you're going based on what you see and what gear you're in. And there's certainly an element of going faster than you think you are in Project Cars 2, for me anyway. It doesn't take that long in Project Cars 2 to sort of adjust to it and acclimatise. I don't know if the same applies. Look at this, look at the sat-nav right now. What's that weird orange? Why is that going to the other side of the road? Do you see that? It's weird, very strange. I don't know if that applies so well in a car, in a vehicle driving situation, because I don't know if you can adjust to it quite as quickly or as easily. It's weird. I mean, I do find in Fernbus that I go around some tight corners and it doesn't feel right, even though I'm trying to drive safely and carefully, which does kind of suggest that I'm actually going faster than I think I am. But yeah, it's an interesting point. It's a good point, the valid point. So I thought I'd raise it, just discuss it briefly. Wow. It's a bit weird, this final drive. I'm looking forward to 2018. And as an example, guys, for those of you who don't know, I'll just quickly explain the situation. So my 5-year-old daughter has autism, and she's struggling at school. Now, one of her primary issues is around communication and social integration, or social etiquette, or whatever you want to call it. She struggles quite severely in those areas. Now, it's not that she isn't capable of understanding or comprehending or even possibly excelling in those skills, but they are causing her a lot of stress and anxiety, and that in turn causes, you know, bigger problems, bigger concerns. So and this is no negative consequence of the school. I'm not complaining about the teachers or the school at all. They've been very supportive, very helpful. I've been very happy with the way that they've done things. Things take a long time. That frustrates me, but you know, that's more sort of red tape and paperwork and government influence than the school. So as an example, she's been doing these spelling tests and she's been getting 1 or 2 words out of 10 or whatever. So I took some time out in the last couple of weeks. So when she comes home from school, I stop doing whatever I'm doing, and I go and I help her and I focus on her. Because my wife comes in and she just, the second she gets in the door, she just switches off. I don't know what's going on there. She's tired, exhausted, whatever. I don't know what the problem is, but she just switches off, and she doesn't have the energy or the time or the patience to deal with her daughter. Not every day, but most days. So that's where I need to step in. I need to come and take over at 3 o'clock and make sure that she gets out of her school uniform, gets changed, does her homework, does her reading, practices for her spelling tests, and so on and so forth. So as a byproduct of that, having done that for 1 week, she scored 90% in her spelling test. So a dramatic turnaround, and all it took was just 1 day of practice. Just 1 day of practice, and that's what's lacking. Where she's failing and feeling, because I think she's aware that there's a difference. She's aware that children don't want to play with her, and she gets very upset about these kind of things a lot. And I think all that she needs, well, not all that she needs, but I think what would really help is if I have given her some time to teach her how to sort of talk to people, make friends, ask to play, because whereas you teach children these kind of things and then they go off and they do it, because of her language and communication barriers, she literally needs to role play a situation in order to learn it. So we can just play, we can role play a situation, and then she can use that role play situation in real world, if that makes sense. A lot of autistic children repeat and sort of mimic shows that they see on telly and movies and so on and so forth, and that's kind of how she plays. When she plays, she role plays a movie that she's seen, for example, and she expects the child that she's playing with to do the right parts at the right time, and if they don't, she finds that really frustrating. And bless her, she can't understand why they're not doing it properly, I guess, in her mind. And it's about giving her the opportunity to comprehend that. And in terms of language difficulties, if I said something like stationary, then that's a single word. So stationary. If I said station approach, then that's two different words, but she won't hear it that way. She'll just hear station approach, which is one word, and that really confuses her, because station approach, this is not a great example because the complexities are far deeper than what I'm explaining here. Whoa, a closed road. Oh no, panic ensues. Oh, this is bad. Oh, dear me. Right in the middle of an important bit of chat there as well. Right, so this could delay us. We haven't had one of these for ages, have we? What is that over there? I can't see it now. Alright, so we're going to have to go left. Gosh, I hope this isn't one of those situations where we can't now get to our destination. There's a UI car pushing the copper out the way. Don't know if you can see that. They've just pushed through. Can you see over there? See how they've they're pushing the copper up the road? That's crazy. So yeah, basically, when people are trying to teach her something and they're speaking to her, when they're trying to explain something to her, she's having complexities like that. And when they put a bunch of words together, but to her it's just like one incredibly long word. Does that make sense? And I think that would blow anybody's mind. And when you're only, she's only 5, that just makes things incredibly difficult for her. And they say that they suggest that she has short attention span, but she doesn't, because when she's engaged in something that she understands and she comprehends, you can't get her attention because she's so engaged in it. So I mean, it's a complex thing. There's a lot going on here, and you know, that's I was going to say that's my job, that's my role as dad, to try and improve and fix that situation. But it's more than that, you know. I want to, I genuinely, I want my daughter to be happy and, you know, enjoy her school life, etc. And I think I can help her to overcome some of these hurdles sooner than she might otherwise manage. So that's basically what it is. So I can't, I mean, at the moment for Sim UK, I'm putting in a lot of hours. I mean, we're talking 14 hours a day some days. 14 hours a day. You know, I am working at this full time. I am putting an awful lot of effort in, and it's just not paying out at all. It's not panning out at all. It's not panning out. It's not paying out. You know, I've had over 1 million views, but I don't have anywhere near 1 million subscribers. So I'm doing something wrong, and I put my hands up. The content I produce is not great. It really isn't great, and I don't think I'm well suited to gameplay videos either. I'm too straight-laced. Whereas before my accident in 2009, I was a pretty jolly, you know, upbeat, witty kind of guy. Since I had my head injury, I'm just not. You know, I get tired quickly. Whoa! That was a tight one. Oh, we're at Saarbruken. Oh, wicked. So it wasn't, oh, good. I was going to say a distortion, but you know that's not the word I'm thinking of. Detour. That's the one. God, blimey. That's an example of my brain. I know what the word is, but because of the cross wires in my head, it serves me up the wrong one, and then it's really difficult to pull the right one out. Oh God, wow, what a chat. What a chat, guys. So anyway, 2018, gonna have a lot less videos, but the quality of each one should be much, much higher. Am I turning around or pulling in here? I think I'm pulling in, aren't I? So this is it, guys. I'm pretty sure I've unlocked every single city now. Yes, achievement unlocked. I can't read what that says, but I believe that is the game telling me, well done, you've unlocked every single city in the game in Germany, ready to take on a new country. And here are my passengers. These guys are leaving, look. It worked this time, and they're off. So I'm going to walk with it. Oh, flipping hell, you're always knocking these things over. That's a fantastic way to end Fernbus Coach Simulator. It has been my pleasure and my honour to create gameplay videos and share them with you all. In 2018, one of the problems I have at the moment is that I don't have any time to practice on games because I have to. It's a self-induced timeline that I give myself, but I just don't have any time to practice on games. So things like Flight Simulator, you know, I want to learn the ins and outs of an aircraft. I want to be able to do a cold and dark startup. I want to run into unexpected dangerous situations and know how to deal with them. But you can only do that when you've got the time to research and practice and learn how it's all done. So until I have enough time to actually do that, then I can't produce those kind of videos. And that's what I really want to do, is I want to produce, you know, very advanced videos. It's nice to drive around in Fernbus. I love doing it. But there are other videos I'd like to do. And in 2018, that's what I'd like to bring to the channel. So, I mean, there will be gameplay videos. They'll just be few and far between. I won't be doing something like this where every Sunday there's a Fernbus video to upload and watch, because that puts restrictions on the time that I have available to do other things. In addition to that, obviously, Sim UK is not making anywhere near enough money to help me pay the bills and, you know, keep my family fed and clothed and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of reasons. They're going to take that lamppost down. I can almost sense it happening. There's a lot of things that need to change, so I need to take on some new projects, which will hopefully bring in some new cash. Incidentally, if you do want to, only if you do want to, and only if you can afford it, there is the option to donate to Sim UK. Every donation helps, and every donation is obviously appreciated, and I'll always take the time to say thank you if you were to do such a thing. Some people have bought games for the channel, which I hugely appreciate, and I still have videos to upload of those games. Incidentally, I just haven't had time. My schedule is absolutely chock-a-block, so they will be coming, but only when I have enough time to actually do them. And in addition to that, we do have oh god, what's that thing called? The oh, what is it called? Oh, there goes a lamppost. Straight into that van. Yeah, god, I can't think now what it's called. Where you can like donate to the channel on a monthly basis or a per video basis or whatever the hell it is. That thing. We do have that. That is set up. You can find that on the main page on Sim UK. And I'm just wandering and chatting and just talking nonsense and just basically saying thank you very much for watching the videos. Thank you very much for your feedback and your thumbs up and your everything. And I've just realised I was about to say goodbye and hopefully I'll see you in 2018, and I suddenly realised I haven't actually finished the drive, have I? I haven't actually seen how many points we've got. So I think I was like 10,000th or something ridiculous in this game in terms of rankings. So I'm hoping this super long southwesterly tour of Germany will boost up my score and rank somewhat. Did I actually need to come back to the bus to do this? I don't know. No, I just log out. What a fool. You'd think I'd know that with all the hours that I put into FlixBus. Checked in, sold invalid tickets. 2, so I got 2 mistakes there. So 849 XP, that's not great. 11,276 XP in total. Wow, resting quality 0. So I drive like an absolute buffoon is basically what they're saying. That's why I don't get any points. Maintained work time. What? Pedestrians injured, none. 3 accidents, 1 speeding ticket. I'm sure I had more than 1. Driven on road, 99.5%. Everything else is pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad drive. So we're 3,109th on the leaderboard. Let's see where I am with my friends. If this ever loads. Whoa, take your time, much. Alright, let's try friends. Goodness me, I'm not sure this is going to load actually, guys. Oh. Well, that's most odd. Well, okay, it's just not loading. Just not loading, guys. So, yeah, okay. Well, Fernbus is still in development, let's be fair. Technically, it's not in early access, but I think it has been up until now. I think maybe 2018 is when we'll start seeing some DLCs and stuff that really open this game up and really show how awesome it is. I'm Mike. This has been an absolute pleasure. You've been watching Sim UK, and please join me in 2018 and let me know in the comments section your thoughts and suggestions for content in 2018, because yeah, you know, it's important that I'm producing stuff that you guys are actually interested in watching. So let me know what you'd like to know about, and I'll add it to the list and try my utmost to get it out to you. It's been an absolute pleasure. I think you're all amazing. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve. Don't drink too much, especially if you've got work tomorrow like I do. And until next time, take good care of yourselves, and goodbye for now.